박수 지금부터 손에 불날 때까지 박수 착착착착 이때다 싶으면 쳐 박수 착착착착 저기 이래 언제래 우리끼리 신이 나지 이 노래 끝까지 쳐 박수 착착착착
So the choreo is going to start on the 8th count. So it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. On 8, you're going to hop and put your feet together. At the same time, you're going to clap, and then you're going to have your arms out like you're a chicken. Okay? So 5, 6, 7, 8. And for the next 4 counts, you're going to be stepping left, right, left, right. So it's going to look like this. Left, right, left, right. And on the second time you step on your left, you're going to actually prep the step first. So it's going to be left, right, right. And you're going to prep by just stepping in before you step out again. Okay? So it's for your legs, it's going to be 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay? And with the arms, so the arms are going to do this little shoulder roll thing whenever you step with your left. So you're going to first on 1 and shrug, starting with your left arm, left shoulder. So you're gonna roll on 1, and you're going to throw your hands up, and you're going to throw your head down at the same time. So it's like you're throwing your hand behind your neck. They don't have to clap, they're just throwing behind your head. Okay? So that's going to look like roll, throw, roll, throw. Okay? With the legs, it's going to be 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay? So from the very beginning, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay? So after throwing your hands up on 4, you're going to jump and make a Y on the and. So 4 and. On 5, you're going to bring your hands in and down. On 6 and 7, you're going to clap 3 times. So 6 and 7. So from the last time you threw your hands up, 4 and 5, 6 and 7. So from the very beginning, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7. So on the and 8, so on the and, after clapping, you're going to step out with your right to the right, and you're going to kind of push your hands out and make a straight line with both of your hands. So on the and, you're going to push out and step with your right. And on the 8, you're going to swing your leg from its current position. So you're going to swing it to the right first, and you're going to bring it up and back to the left. So you're going to maintain its height for as long as you can until the next count. So after clapping, 6 and 7 and 8, 1. So you're holding your leg out for 1 whole count. Okay? So let's go from the last time we threw our hands up, which is on the 4th count. 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8, 1. And while you're holding your leg out, while you're swinging your leg, you kind of pull your hands in and just have your wrists turned up and have them tucked in at your sides. Okay, so it's going to look like this. And 8. Okay. Right. So from the very beginning, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 1.
지금부터 손에 불날 때까지 박수 짝짝짝짝 이때 지금부터 손에 불날 때까지 박수 짝짝짝짝 이때 지금부터 손에 불날 때까지 박수 짝짝짝짝 지금부터 손에 불날 때까지 박수 짝짝짝짝 이때 지금부터 손에 불날 때까지 박수 짝짝짝짝 이때
So after swinging your leg out, you're going to land on 1, and you're going to immediately, on and, you're going to step in with your right leg, and you're going to duck down. And it's very important that you keep your weight on your left foot so that you can move your right leg freely for the next 2 counts. Okay? So the right leg, after stepping in on so it will step in on 1 and on 2, it's going to move directly forward where you're facing. On 2 and it's going to face towards your actual front, not where you're facing, but like the front of the room. And on 3, it's going to be directly opposite from your left leg. Okay, and you're going to still have your weight on your left foot here. Okay, so that'll look like this: 8, 1, and 2, and 3. Okay, and notice how I'm still leading kind of to the left here still. That's a result of when I ducked down here. And as you're stepping through, so 1 and 2 and 3, you can raise your upper body up to be a little bit more straight, but you still need to maintain that knee. Okay. And as for the arms for this part, so after stepping here, right when you duck down, you're going to kind of like you're running. So your left arm is gonna shoot out like this, and kind of like you're running, but your left arm is gonna be out for all of these steps. Okay. So 8, 1, and 2, and 3. I'll do it again. 8, 1, and 2, and 3. And then on 3 and, you're going to do the exact same thing, but with your weight on your right foot instead. So that's gonna look like this. So now you're going to duck down again and step in, and this time you're going to switch with your right arm to be out. So it's going to be 3 and 4, your leg goes straight forward, and your leg goes to the front. 5, your leg goes directly opposite. And the same thing applies with your upper body here. So you're going to be ducking down low, and as you're stepping, you're going to be somewhat straightening your upper body a little. Okay. So from the leg swing, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, let's do that one more time. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Okay. So after 5, you're in this position, you're still low and you're a little leaned to the right. On 6 and 7, again, you're going to clap 3 times. 6 and 7. So that will look like this. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7. What that looks like after the second set of steps is so 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Okay. So this last part, or this part, is going to be very quick. So it's more of a 6, and 7, and 8. Okay. So from the leg swinging, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8. After the X shape on and straightening up on 8. So you're going to bring your, on 1 for your legs, you're going to bring your left heel up to your left side, and make sure it's out like this. So 1, and you're going to kind of make your legs straight after this. And then you're going to pull your knee up to kind of make a right angle here. Cool. So that'll look like 1 and 2. And then for the hands, it's going to be, you're going to touch your right shoulder at the same time you bring your left heel up with your, so you're going to touch your left shoulder with your right hand. So it's going to look like this. It's not like a grab, you're just kind of lightly tapping it. And when you straighten your leg out, you're going to reach out across. You're kind of making this straight line from your foot to your hand here. So reaching straight out, and then when your knee goes up, you're going to pump like you're flexing. Okay? So that'll look like this. Touch, reach, pump. Okay? And your left hand is just banging. It's not doing anything specific. Okay? So again, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2. Okay? So after those 3 moves, 1 and 2, you're going to prep the next move by bring your right arm across us and shifting. You're going to step down with your left leg and shifting your weight to your left foot now. So it's gonna look like this. 1 and 2 and that's prepping for the same exact set of moves, but with your right foot and your left hand this time. So for left hand and right foot, it's going to be 3. So 3, touch your right shoulder with your left hand, and reach out and have your legs straight. On 4, you're gonna pump and raise your knee up. And then you're going to do the same thing where you're prepping again. Okay. So for the next 2 sets of moves, you're going to be doing the same exact thing with your feet. Okay. So let's just do the legs first for left and right. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and with the arms now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and let's connect that with the clapping from the last section. So 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the rest of the 8 count is going to be the same leg movements. So up, straight, up, heel up, straighten up, knee up. Okay. But now your hands are going to be slightly different. So instead of reaching out and pumping this time, you're going to first touch your shoulder, and then touch your shoulder as your heel goes up, and then when your leg straightens out, you're going to kind of bring your arms, both of your arms down to prepare for a clap. And at the same time you clap, you're going to bring your knee up. Okay? So what that looks like is this. 5 and 6, and you're going to do the same prepping motion. So on 6 and you're going to have your weight transferred over to your left foot, and your right arm is going to prep like this. Okay. So for the first set, it's going to look like this again. 5 and 6 and for the next set of moves, 7 and 8. And here you're gonna hold it for the and this time. You're not going to do any prepping motion. For that whole sequence, let's start from the second time where we're prepping and clapping. So let's do starting with your left leg and your right arm. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So let's do the whole 8 count now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Let's do it a little bit faster now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. let's connect it with the last section, starting from the leg swing. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. For the next 8 count, from here on 8, from the last 8 count, you're gonna be holding this until 1. On 1, you're gonna drop up. So you're gonna have your weight, you're gonna have your right knee bent and your left leg mostly straight. And you're going to kind of have your left arm kind of straight off here, and your right fist is kind of in front of your chest here, okay? Because this is preparing for kind of like a punch to the left, okay? So again, from here, 8, 1, okay? And your thumb here is loose, so it's not making a real fist. It's a little loose, kind of like giving a thumbs up. You can do the same thing with your left arm too. So after dropping down 1, and you're going to punch to the left, and your left hand is gonna grab your right shoulder, and you're gonna look to the left as well. So from here, 1 and on 2, you're going to pull back, but you're still gonna be looking. You're gonna look forward, but you're gonna still be looking more towards the floor. Okay? So here, 1 and 2, you pull back, but you're still looking at a downwards angle. So after pulling back, 1 and 2, on and you're gonna flick your head up. And after flicking your head up, you're going to drag your left foot, and you're going to step twice. So it will be 1 and 2 and 3 and. So you're gonna step on 3 and you're gonna step across your right foot. Okay. So from here, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay. Once more, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and. On 4, you're going to uncross your legs and step with your right leg. Okay. So from here, your hands are still here. You're going to clap your hands. Your right arm is going to go down and your left arm is going to go up. So like this. Okay. So it's kind of like a smooth motion where you're coming across, step, and as you're stepping, you clap your hands. Okay. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. On and, you're gonna make a Y again. Reach out with your arms. And then on 5, you're going to bring them down again, but this time you're gonna give a little, you're gonna have a little jazz hands, shake them a little bit. Okay? So from the beginning of the 8 count, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And for 6 and 7 and, you're gonna clap 4 times. So after this, 5, 5, 6 and 7, 8. And that's the whole quarter. Okay? So from the very beginning of the 8 count. So let's start from this position. 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and. Okay. So again, once more from this position. So 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and. Okay. Let's connect it with the last section with the legs, the heel coming up, straightening, and the knee coming up. Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8. Okay. Let's do that once again. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8. So from the very beginning, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8.
신이 나게 이 노래 끝까지 전박수 착착착착 신이 나게 이 노래 끝까지 전박수 착착착착 신이 나게 이 노래 끝까지 전박수 착착착착 이 노래 끝까지 전박수 착착착착 신이 나게 이 노래 끝까지 전박수 착착착착 지금부터 손에 불날 때까지 박수 착착착착 이때다 싶으면 쳐 박수 착착착착 정기적인 이래 언제 우리끼리 신이 나지 이 노래 끝까지 쳐 박수 착착착착 지금부터 손에 불날 때까지 박수 착착착착 이때다 싶으면 쳐 박수 착착착착 정기적인 이래 언제 우리끼리 신이 나지 이 노래 끝까지 쳐 박수 착착착착 지금부터 손에 불날 때까지 박수 착착착착 이때다 싶으면 쳐 박수 착착착착 정기적인 이래 언제 우리끼리 신이 나지 이 노래 끝까지 쳐 박수 착착착착 지금부터 손에 불 지금부터